Alright guys, welcome back to LA Niore. This is stream number 2. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Let's do this. What's going on, Scorpion? Going on, True Red?
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Going on, Joseph?
I say we bust in there.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump
Why
like
not?
you, Phelps.
Why won't you be
I
streaming?
didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Vidalia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
Pain
You don't think this has
impersonation while
anything to do
fighting
with it?
dinos with my
No,
picture. I've
I
been
don't.
calling every new picture.
90% of murders are domestic.
That's funny.
Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Let's just hope I do better this time around. Because my internet is slow and I have to go wireless. What do you
How
mean?
about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
What do you mean? You always went
He's
wired,
good,
so why do you have to go
Rusty.
wireless?
He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps.
What's going on, Anna?
Move it along, guys.
What's with
you
the
got your
dot, dot,
pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Oh, she's naked. The cord mess up. Oh damn. Shield your eyes, kiddies. The
Patrolman,
lady's
this your beat?
the lady's
sir.
naked.
Well, part of it. Kids park here. They use it like a lover's lane. It's a working
I think
neighborhood.
Manny's mad at me.
Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No
I think,
one's
it's, I
disturbed
think what the
bodies.
point is, and
No,
is he's
sir.
trying to get
We
you to
cleared
get the
out them
second one
vulture
to play
reporters
along
so
with
Pinker in the
us.
corner could work.
You know what I'm
They're waiting
saying?
to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
That's what he's trying to do, Anna. This way you have more options to play, you know? Or more options to play with us. That's what I mean.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Oh boy, here we go. Naked
Cause of
body.
death?
It could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked. The cuts look...
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Interesting. What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Got the footprints already.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Well, it's still the point, Anna.
Find anything interesting?
He just wants us. He just wants you to get a game that we would play together. I mean, that's all. Means more streaming options to get you in there.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game. Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
When we get to the Bomba, a man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Already got the footprints.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
So what am I missing? The music hasn't stopped yet. get GTA. I think I annoyed it a little bit when I was trying to join you guys for art. I wasn't using my brain and messed up. No, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it. You'll know when you mess up. That Universe 2 is coming exactly tomorrow. I'm getting out and work with gift cards. That dead buddy was gruesome. You're gonna get a lot of that in this game, Anna. Okay. Trying to see what else I'm missing. Let's see if there's anything else in the bag. I'm missing something.
Find anything interesting?
Nope. Nope, I guess that's it. Did I miss something on the body? Let me see. I don't know if I missed something. Let's see. No, got the arm, the head, the other arm, body.
I got some test results to process, and I need to give evidence at an arraignment.
Can we discuss this later?
Alright, I guess that's it. Dude, stop it.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
It's going the wrong way.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over
Best
women.
bet,
Why
yeah,
not power over the
when
police
find it on the
department as well?
PSN when it's
Finish a
when
guy
it's
opens
for
his
cheap.
mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunity.
I got mine for 30.
About the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Any Central Unit, Car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
You drive better than I did on GTA 5. Huh. I'm a wreck when it comes to GTA 5.
Easy!
I still want to have that 1v1 with you, Joey, on stream. That ain't happening, Joseph. On GTA? Nah. That's not happening.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a high viscous. You can't miss him.
Joey is a bad driver on GTA. I wouldn't let him drive me around the park to go to the store.
I'll stay here.
I'm scared to get in the car with Joey now.
3 fingers of rye.
What's going on, Curb?
Say, honey, what time do I get off?
Sam.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they live together?
Trust me, Anna, my driving skills are horrible.
If
I'm
it helps,
pretty good at
I
driving.
made the
That's why
guy's
I can't
license
get into really good police chases.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Nice. I'm doing good so far.
I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
My base hasn't got raided yet, Joey. Nice. That's cool, Joseph.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Was he ever violent with her?
Damn it.
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap. They don't live together anymore, so it might not have been him.
Thanks,
2 out
Mr.
of 3.
Cole. You've been
I'll
a big
take
help.
that.
One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
After I put that guy in his place. Well, the one you were interrogating on stream?
So,
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Operator, give me dispatch.
But anyways, how's everyone doing tonight?
Phelps, 1247. I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Good that you're out of work. Nice. I just got out of work not too long ago. So where did you find this game? I found it on... Well, okay, blame Anna for that one. Anyways, I found this on the PSN store.
Helps you get through a working day.
God damn it.
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole. I get the point.
Chillin'.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
If I knew how to play my single-player arc, Mac, I would love to
It's
show
not
Joey
political,
Joseph
it's
Manny
practical.
my new base.
Maybe the men
I've
combing
decided not to
Hollywood
play
Boulevard after
locally
the
anymore on
Elizabeth
Arc.
Short murder were more interested in sniffing
Oh, I
out
told you,
clues
it's
than the
much
clues
better
that
to play
would've
with
led
other
to her
friends.
killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Bet he's sure to be alive. The Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Oh, you're chilling before New Year's Eve? Yeah. Oh, what? I can't go that way? Hey, what the hell, man? Hey, these drivers is almost as worse as GTA's. Almost. Oh,
calm down.
No. Never. This is why I have my partner driving then over me. Even though it's nice to, sightseeing, but I'd rather have my partner drive. Plus, it speeds up the story a little faster. I mean, if I knew how to play online, my local friend don't ever try to learn anything, start arguing about it. Happy New Year's Eve to everyone, though. Yep, same to all you guys.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Next year, I've been addicted to playing Ark. I asked this on one stream if I should get it and haven't played anything else since.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint. You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty.
Think you're guilty. Everyone's guilty.
Them screaming.
What's going on, Manny?
Circumstances were unfortunate.
How was work?
My colleagues had made all the necessary
Pathetic.
arrangements.
What's going on, Dan?
Empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
What's going on, Sammy?
Not sure this means much.
Sucks still here. Damn, dude, what happened? You gotta wait. You gotta wait for your ride or something. Everyone's just scared. the party here now doesn't suck, Manny. Rob in the house. What's going on, Rob?
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
What's next?
Probably
Hector's gonna be here too?
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Oh, don't look at the ding door.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Spooky cases. Hi, Joe. Yeah. What's going on, Robert?
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Optimistic, Cole. Incidental.
Alright, I think it's... Okay, I found everything. So let's go talk to the neighbors. Well, guess I don't talk to the neighbors. No, he's gonna drive. Not me. You'll see the difference.
Can you drive to this one?
See, he makes it quicker.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
I'm gonna move your ass then.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal. You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas here.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Size 11s.
Hello, sorry not for being in the last stream. And my grandma's in the second house. And there's no internet there. What's going on, Paul? It's been a while. Oh, baseball bat. I didn't see that.
I don't think so.
And the music stopped, so I got everything. Alright, let's see if I can get this right.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We know that she drinks, Jacob.
Damn it.
Drunks have regular haunts, places
Should've known
they
I was
feel
lying.
relaxed.
Celine did most of her drinking at home. She didn't have many friends left. Not many alcoholics do. Not real friends, anyway.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife
Got
alive?
that one right.
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
Really? He looked like he was lying.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
He looks like that dude from Mice and Men.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here.
So
I was
how
here
is
all
this
night.
game? It's really good if you like mystery games,
I work
Anna.
at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
So you were here, tucked up in bed, while someone was out there beating
Really?
your wife's brains out.
Damn.
That's all you've got?
Talk to the bartender at the Bomba Club. He'll tell you he called here last night, and I answered the phone.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
Anyways, I'm
It was
here
a
to say
loss
Merry
of the
Christmas
tramp,
for
and you
all.
just couldn't stand it anymore.
You're a little late
Shut
for
your
that one there,
goddamn
Paul.
mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're not being rational.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Sure looks like a Sherlock's. Like it's kind of like a GTA version, a
I need a
GTA
patrol unit
version
to transport a
of a
suspect
mystery
back
type
to
of game.
Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message
It's got
from
that
the
same
coroner.
type of
Do you wish
time
to be
frame,
put through?
like the oldies.
Yes, ma'am.
He's going straight to jail. Choke him out.
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a
Meaning,
blunt
we all
metal
know
instrument.
you'd be the bad cop.
Plus a smash
We all
would be
know.
a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
The good thing I like about this game, though, no matter if I make the wrong decisions, it still won't make the difference on the story, really. That's what I like about it.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Because honestly, I played this game really bad before, and didn't really impact that much to the story.
Carruthers said she took a
The
real
story's
pounding.
really good in this game. I like it.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
Kill him.
I imagine that
Joey, 'cause he's
Neanderthal
ugly
routine
as-
is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
That's something
Women
Manny
love
would
me,
say.
Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're going to get.
Guys, while you're here, make sure you hit that like button if you're loving it so far. Joseph, you're losing your job here, buddy.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Broad has socks in it, presume.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Top floor. That's 10. Oh, we gotta go up. One more. Says the wrong person will go to jail, though. I know, but still the point. It progresses the story no matter what. I'll just have to...
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
What I do is I'll probably restream this and try to get better endings.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Doesn't look like anything.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
I'm really delayed on the stream. Freaking bad internet. Wow, that sucks, Paul.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Oh. I'll be back to my house on January 2nd. Okay, Paul.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Oh, boy.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
So come back here, asshole!
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Now this is where my expertise comes into play. I could be reckless and still go after him. Damn it.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
You don't think I'm doing that? Oh, damn. He's going off-road. Woo.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Where'd he go?
11-825, code 6.
Oh, there he is. I was going to say, he was far away.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Then watch it blow
You're
up.
under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Give it up, LAPD!
I want to play Ark tonight, Joey or Manny. I can't. We'll see. I can still be reckless and good and proceed to crash into cans and buildings. Yeah,
I
right?
ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
See, that's how you know I did pretty good because... Oh, wow. Didn't even get him a drink. Wow. That's kind of bad. I can get paired to Joey's server last night. I was happy. Nice.
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
The golden butterfly.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Put him down with my sap.
You can drive.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to
Seems
be
like
that?
all the victims are girls. Not all of them are.
We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who
There were
continue to
quite a
believe
few men.
life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Please tell me what's going on.
Detective, I was first on scene.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Money, money, money.
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994.
Hey Joe, did you
The stomping angle
saw
in the
the new
Henry
game
case,
for
was it
PS4
reported in the
Gang
press?
Beasts?
Sure
No, I
was.
haven't.
Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Alright. I think no, I already checked the purse. Gotta check the body.
Thanks very much for your help.
Oh, missing
What's this
ring.
mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
No, not that one. It's at the head. But no, the head. Thank you.
Look at your mark. It's very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence? You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed? There still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? You know, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
This game has good voice acting. Yeah, right?
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry
It
about.
doesn't appear to be connected. Nope. Don't think this is any use to us.
Work boots. Size 8s. No sign of a wedding ring. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
No. Alright, music's over. So I got everything. Alright, let's see how I do this time.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Really? Oh, she
course.
rolled her eyes. God damn it.
Some boys offered me a ride home, but it
Ugh.
was not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself.
Good thing I looked at the ring and
A rose gold
the
wedding
watch,
band
or else
and
that
a
would
matching diamond
that would have
and
gotten
ruby
wrong.
engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle?
Oh, there we go.
Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller.
2 out of 3.
Very brave.
I'll take it.
Hey, what gives?
Daddy, the
Go
police
to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
Still seems a little agitated.
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny.
Ha!
The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of
I
my
bet
feet.
the father's the murderer and seen the way Michelle
You know,
was acting.
small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You got any way of confirming
Damn.
this story of yours?
Oh, he was the alibi. He was the alibi.
You come here making
Damn
all these
it.
accusations.
I should have. He had the alibi. Oh, damn it.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Was your wife unreliable?
Damn it.
No.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
That I know is true.
Where's the school?
Belmont High on West 2nd Street. There's a parking lot next door where the parents wait for the kids.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man.
You want to know how I know that?
Because
Because she just said it.
Sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
3 out of 5.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
I would have been like, I'm taking you
Should
down,
go back
asshole.
in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Don't, what? Did you see that? The guy wanted to hit me.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Oh, here we go. Chase scene.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Got you! That's what you get for lying.
This doesn't look good, Hugo. I can explain the blood. Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
I can explain the blood. Bull. Yeah, right? You cannot drive at this time. Fine, whatever.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
Hey Joey, I got a new phone. It's an
Darling,
iPhone
Emmy,
7.
it's the
Oh,
first
damn.
season since Fabergrash
What's going on,
over.
Hira?
We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Come here. Oh, come on. Seriously, I'm like an inch away from him. I couldn't just like friggin' just bash down the dang fence just to get to him.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like him a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a...
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so,
Hashtag
yes.
savage cop.
Thanks for your help.
There's
blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
There's the evidence.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living. Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Let's go to the morgue first, just in case.
Look about him.
Before I go to this interrogation.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
What's going on, Joe? It's been a while.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed? Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Got my internet, dude. Nice. So I bet you'd be able to do some streaming instead of uploading, huh?
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Hey, I think those lights side.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Your wife was strangled with a braided rope, which we found in the trunk of her car. I think you bought that rope specifically to strangle her.
You can think whatever you want. But that rope has nothing to do with me. My wife is...
Damn it.
...the victim here.
I tried. I thought it was going to be the rope.
But, so am I. What am I going to do without her? And you. You heartless bastard.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate
Guilty.
choice of tool.
Put him
for a
down,
mechanic.
dude. Or put him
I
down.
know nothing about any tire iron.
Just in case.
You're lying, Hugo. You're going to have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo.
Yes.
What make of car do you drive?
He's going down.
Chrysler Airflow.
He's going to move on like.
So I guess that
guy.
explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
Move on to jail.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Should I interrogate the other guy or just put his ass down? You know what? I'll interrogate the other guy first, because I have a big feeling it's him. Never know until you get the answers from the others.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you.
Where's the other guy? Here?
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Alright, let's see what this guy's got to say first.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San
Never hurts
Pedro.
to cut someone up.
I'm looking for something new.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the boatyards. I'm pretty good with my hands.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Yeah, he's
You're
lying on
Eli.
that one.
You're a creature of habit.
That
You
one's
just
the
get out of
rope on
jail
him.
And you're back to your old ways. You use a specific type of rope.
That may be the case. But you got nothing that says I used a rope to hurt that woman. I think you should let me go.
What? Really?
Is there some money coming my way for finding that butterfly?
Wow.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the hat squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about?
Capuchon things. Shoot. What to do, what to do. Okay, guys, well, this is your decision in the chat. Whoever gets the most out of votes will be the guy put down in the interrogation. 1 for this guy, 2 for the other guy. So put that down in the chat. I can't do both. Just let you know that.
What are we waiting for?
Depends how many people I have in this stream. Let's see. 2 for him. The first guy, the red shirt. Okay, so we got 2-2. Alright, let's do this. Come on, guys. If I don't get any more, I'm gonna choose my decision. No? No one? Alright. I'm gonna go with the other guy. Oh, wait, hang on. Alright, well, I'm doing the other guy then. I'll go with the other guy. Okay. Well, it seems like it's the other guy then. Let's do this.
I'm not saying another thing until I've seen an attorney. Hugo Mueller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Jeez. I guess I chose the wrong guy. I'll probably be playing some GTA soon. I just got the game back. Well, that just sucked.
We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
I feel like we were missing things. Instead, I was missing one clue.
You know why we were fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the U.S. of A. and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Didn't he just yell at us?
Yeah, my real name.
He says how well we're doing, and you just yelled at me.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman.
Oh man, that's glorious right there.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Your boss is a jerk. I do agree, though. That's what captains do, yell at you and then butter you up.
Can you drive to this one?
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Yo, he was that close from collision. How did he not get hit? Really? Man, he's got that GTA turning skills, you know what I'm saying?
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, we got another naked person.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Ooh. Ugh.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
I would not put my hands on that. What the hell, man? Boobs. You're gonna see a lot of that in this game.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Ooh, look at that skin there. Oh, oh boy.
Kiss the blood, BD.
Everyone is a smoker.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Guys, do you hear that? Look, watch. Listen again. Listen real carefully. Watch when he does the head. That's the neck, dude. That's how you hear the neck. Oh.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women. All
oh my
murdered,
gosh, the next sounds amazing.
All with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a
Really
brand.
good, but disgusting. No! I want to check the damn body.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card. may as well follow the trail.
On it goes.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Come on.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
So dude have her
That's got to be a
cutter.
code
Make
or
sure
a
you got
cipher.
everything. Oh, shiny lights.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Where are you taking us?
Yes, I get it. Come on. I'm late, but how you doing, Joy? Hey, what's going on, Lily? Odd number means it's a stalker.
Empty.
To prove a
Where
point,
is all of this
he'll
meant to be
kill
taking
anything
us?
for giggles. He's nuts. The Riddler is the killer.
Clearly wants us to find
When
these
did this
things.
game come
He's
out on
left them for
PS4?
us.
It came out just recently. Not too
There
long
you go,
ago,
Phelps.
actually.
You got a new MO. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her. The trail points up.
I won't be streaming today, I'm gonna mess up. Oh, no, oh, oh.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Look, I would still not
Looks
touch
as though
that.
the killer was decorating
Look at
with
that.
this.
No way, dude. I would not touch that. Oh dear, the Lily Manny War. Here we go. The Manny Lily War #2.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown. You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I would touch everything. You're crazy, Manny.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Me, Bloody O versus Joey U, and I would not touch that. I mean, you never know what could be in that blood. You don't know. You could get like a disease or something. Be sick for eternity.
Wait just a moment!
No! God damn it, open the goddamn door! That's what I would do.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPenta, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Whatever is in it, I'll find out. Oh my gosh,
no.
she did it.
She can't be.
I have
I'm afraid she was
things when
murdered,
I look
ma'am.
like at such, especially my
We
own.
need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. What are we waiting for? Will you look at that?
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Okay, we have an address.
I'm a little bit creepy.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Music's over. Got everything. God damn it.
We have some questions, ma'am, if
The
you're
old
up to
lady
it.
is not guilty,
Yes,
I call it.
I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
Old lady got jealous.
married
She
him
was
when
young
she
and
was
pretty.
17.
Got head on the shoulders.
He was
Probably.
cruel
Wait,
to
check
her.
the old lady's
Very
wrist.
cruel. She was a good girl. Little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Damn it.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was a very religious girl.
Oh, damn it, the wrist. Ugh, that makes me mad.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Bullshit. We call bullshit.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
I'm sorry. If you're on the bottom floor and it's the floor above you, how would you not hear broken glass? I mean, really?
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
I think she's lying. I don't know what it is.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Oh, there we go, folks. There we go.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that
Dude, the old bitch line.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
I've said it right from the start. We should come down hard on the husband. Let's check his place out.
You win this time.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Haha, that's right, I know all. She is the killer. We knew it. She wanted all the jewelry. We knew it. You know who the true? No, never mind. You know what we do? Manny would just break in that door and say, bitch, you're under arrest. Take her ass to jail.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
What am I, in the 200s? Oh, yeah.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds on your wife.
Now look. I got nothing to say to you.
Yeah. That's right.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
Yep, kick the door and use a stun gun in her ass. The true
Cuff
red is
these
the true
sons of
killer.
bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
shoot them. Yeah, I wish I could. But if it's a fighting scene, I can't use my
Galloway,
gun.
badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Uppercut him really hard.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place. The El Dorado. This will take some explaining.
Can't move it? No.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Oh, no, I gotta go back. Oh, okay. No, I gotta go back inside because I gotta look for the neighbors. Let's see. Go back upstairs. Nope, no one there.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Gee, just slam on my face now, will you? Damn.
No good. There's nobody here.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
You would let all criminals walk away, Lily. What's going on, Frank?
Hello?
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died.
Maybe the regulars, too. We should check it out.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Car 11K, Car 11K, come in. Car 11K, Car 11K, come in. Car 11K, Car 11K, come in.
KTPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
All lies frank. Old lady lied, but she didn't kill anyone.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
We gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that...
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the
The Boston game seems bipolar.
This one?
One minute he's mad
That's
and
also
says
new.
you're going to
A
lose
poem,
your job.
hand
Next he's
typed.
telling you how good you
mind
are.
if I take a look?
Your name is spreading.
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's
He
no
only
chance
does
of
that if you
prints.
messed up, pretty much. You changed my mind. You would
That's
not
the
give
message
a
from the
square
Celine
deal.
Henry case.
Fuck you, BD.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say?
I'm taming a little before you try.
I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
This alibi better be right.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
You didn't want anyone else to have her. You didn't like the idea of other men fucking your wife, slipping it to her, the idea that she might like it.
Vete tomar por culo!
Easy there, Angel boy. Ease it back a notch.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
I think you killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat. The sun is getting to your head.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Yeah.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on
what
this.
What kind
Give
of
me something,
bullshit
or I'm gonna have
answer
you
was
charged.
that? Like, really? I cut myself shaving. It's all over his arm and right here.
Last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by
unless
any
you're
means,
like
Angel.
doing
You're
this.
going back into a cell.
Yeah,
You
okay.
should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Unless you're doing this, but that's not much blood. Apparently you have to be shaving yourself so hard to do that. The hell, man? Wow.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate
you had
this
an accomplice.
This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick
he
town
crashed.
in America turns up here. Where do they end up?
What's going on, DA?
Gutted on the fucking
Welcome to the
sidewalk.
stream. Looks like he, yeah. You see that? He went right through that.
Handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Just don't know how to dance to bebop.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey,
Look,
you're getting the wrong idea.
Look. Does he look familiar? Look. He looks familiar, don't he?
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
I don't know about this one. I think he...
She was brutally beaten soon after she left the bar. Clem, you sure you didn't
My
drive her
girlfriend's over
somewhere?
here. She's...
What do you
who I was talking
suggest?
to.
You're off the hook. For now. You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
No, she ain't watching. She's
Do you
on
mind if
her.
we look around?
She's on her
Why
app.
would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can.
Reason
Don't you have to get a court order or
I
something?
pinned
I have rights.
because he
Clem?
played on a show called Charmed. That's why I told her he looks familiar.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
I believe he runs. I believe I remember right.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Two, 5, 3.
Just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Oh, would you look at that? Ah.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war. This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Now come back here!
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try to shoot out his tire. Wish me luck. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
That works. Oh damn, that sucks, Joseph.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Okay, I'll just take that with me. Take the little consolation prize. Oh, I missed a clue? Aw, man. Missed two questions, though. Did pretty good.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. He's sitting
Joseph,
there,
you've been
stripping
exposed.
a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Kitty cat. Get a kitty. Got a kitty on stream now, guys. Got a kitty.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Maybe Pinker will let us know in good time.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
Sorry, just tossing the cat like that. Get the what? What are you talking about? The bed's right next to me. You can't see it. It's like I put the cat down.
Locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and
Park is
superficial
hard
injuries.
by yourself.
Strangled with a length of rope. And for
You
my
just
money,
figured that out
it's
there,
triple
Joseph?
great again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Circumstantial.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Joseph, you love Ark always talking about it. Pretty much how Joseph is.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across
Oh,
the
they
way.
ran her over. Ouch. Still here with just while playing Xenoverse.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
The DLC.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Attack zombies. Now getting food. Broke her neck. Most likely had to DFS.
I need an address on Superior
unless
Laundry
they started there
Services.
and ran her over.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services.
Well, you gotta look at her neck too. She got probably strangled or
Can you
used by
track
a
down
rope.
reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Going here first.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Please, I have business. Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
What happened to his other partner?
If you give me a minute, I'll go
He
find the register, and you
he
can
got
take
promoted, so he has to deal with this. He has to be with this guy.
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake. What do you think?
We have a lead. Let's find out what the husband has to say for himself.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
At least this stream's going a little better than the last one.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. You guys have been pretty much good supports.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
it's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton?
Operator, message
Some
for
bugs think
KGPL.
filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help,
I would be scared just be hearing.
Can you run an
bad
address
news.
for a
Well,
Bobby
anybody would.
Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help. Need to check if she was a regular.
I wonder why the picture was turned down. Nothing significant.
Not even look in it. I'd look in it.
Doesn't give me anything to go on. Maybe if... No. Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
I would love bad news. That's all I get. I'd look at everything.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
I don't think this is going to help us.
So she went out without her handbag?
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. At least she was spared that particular indignity.
That boat holds 50 pounds of meth.
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Oh boy, there's part of it. Oh.
Lars was out in the rain last night. Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Alright. All clues have been found. Lipstick looks used. Taste it.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
I can't believe Teresa's dead.
For the record, Mr. Terrellson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
Of course.
No.
LeBar.
I don't.
Damn it.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
And?
I was playing pinochle with some
God
of the
damn
guys.
it.
Teresa had a few belts too many. She said she wanted to go out dancing.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you
obviously
better
the
give us something.
picture.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
The sweater. What the hell is it?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened.
Yeah, right.
Walked back and got
He's a
the car
very
this
jealous
morning.
guy.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson.
I got about
We'll need
half.
to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Not just throw the book at him. Be
Appreciate
like, there
your
you
time,
go.
sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
He was watching her.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Let's go to the bar, then go to the hobo camp right after.
Gents, drink.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny
There
Clough.
are so many people that could have
It's
killed
about
him.
Teresa
Hard to
Terrellson?
choose.
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. You know, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
That's a lie. You kept her here until past closing.
Say what? I'd like to see you go ahead and prove it, pal. I'm out to help you boys.
Damn it.
Trying my best to remember something that could help. And you throw it back in my face.
I thought it was the time, because he said it was earlier.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here. But nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her. Promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor, in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
You want us to catch the guy, sir. We need information, not cute answers and delaying tactics.
I do my best, goddammit. What do you want from a guy?
This is Bates.
That's him.
Jeez, Joe, you would never keep our
Don't
job.
make me chase you, shitbird. You can't let the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after him.
What do you gotta say? I'm a pretty bad judge of character
Right.
sometimes.
Get in and drive.
Get in the car. What are you doing?
I thought you were going to leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Wow. The handling on this car.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
God damn it. Oh my god, dude. Can I take the gun instead?
He's showing you how it's done. Maybe you shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps.
Oh, I'm getting him. I'm ramming his ass over.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Let's end this farce.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Ooh.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Put your hands where I can see them. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Punch him and punch his mother. Hurry up and get him. Man, you definitely wouldn't keep the job. None of us would. Joey, I can't wait to play GTA. Yep.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady
Next
in the
time I
bar.
stream GTA,
Now
you'll
she's
see how
dead.
bad of a driver I am.
Your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice, private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages for me?
Want another
Just a
commendation?
second. You have one new message from Lieutenant Fleischer. Bartender Benny Clough reports victim Teresa Terrellson last seen entering the yellow cab number 3591.
Can you have an APB put out on that vehicle? We'll need all sightings relayed to car 11K.
Sure, Detective. All radio dispatched now.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thank you.
Hang on. Before we do that...
You're behind the wheel.
We're going to the hobo
Hi.
camp.
Where are we headed?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to,
I don't
I guess
think
we
there
ought.
is someone behind all the... I think there is someone behind all these murders. Yeah, it all ties up. I believe it's starting to tie up towards near to the end of the game because I got still 2 more things to do in the game, like 2 more sections. But I love the ending of this game because it threw me off so bad. I was like, yo, really? Out of all people? I can't remember exactly, but...
I fought. Where's my wife? Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're
bullet.
looking
Nobody
for a
cares
tall
about
man
me.
with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the
Leave me
lead.
alone.
These guys
Yeah,
can
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Eggs running.
Slow down. Oh, I wish I could afford that.
Don't think this is anything.
You can't do this. Phelps, leave him be. What's your beef with this guy, Phelps? Phelps, leave him be.
I'm like, just punch, just smack him, pop! Anything? Really? Is that really it? It's Joey. He has been asking all the wrong questions. I knew you were going to say that. It's all tied up. I really see all the endings already now. Geez, you really love to spoil games for yourself, don't you, Lily? Come on, get out of my way. I think I got everything. I'm not sure. Yep, I think I'm good. Trying to find the goddamn state.
Hey, this...
You know what? We'll take this.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
I mean, it's no fun spoiling yourself for an ending to a game you never played.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
I can't tell by this one.
You're lying to me, Jessup. I think you weren't having much luck and you decided to take it out on Mrs. Terrellson.
That's not true. What makes you think I wanted to hurt her?
Looks like I was mistaken. So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but
I
never
do, yes,
hurt
Frank.
her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assault.
Thanks.
I don't have Snapchat, but I don't care about Twitter, though. That's where I usually do my streams, too, or where I post them.
You can drive. Fine. Where are we headed? Three suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
I just don't remember if it's my gamer tag or my actual name. I don't remember exactly.
LAPD! We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out to the cavalry round.
How do we do that?
Like this. Bump shots to keep you down, Phelps.
Killing make you
your
feel
rightful
powerful.
Share. We need to...
Yeah, punch in the face.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Hey Joseph, do you know if it's my gamer tag or my name? 'Cause I know you're up.
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
My Twitter.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Do you know if my Twitter is my name or my gamer tag?
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster,
Okay,
Mickey
so it is my
Cohen,
name.
is putting
Okay.
on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Oh, I gotta go back, yeah.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
What? Where is he? Oh, music's still playing.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Oh, where is the man?
Help me out.
Teresa's trail leads right to this cabbie's back seat, Phelps. We need to find him. Can't we talk about this?
What was he talking about?
That's the guy.
You can't do this!
Don't
This
talk.
guy's got a screw.
Okay, I don't see no guy. That...
Taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Any ideas?
Teresa's trail leads right to this cabbie's back seat, Phelps. We need to find him.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Alright, have a good night, Anna.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here.
All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
We're going this way.
I think I'll do one more case, and then I'm gonna end the stream for the night.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say?
You don't ask, you never find out.
Tell us that you killed Mrs. Terrelson, Ackerman. It's your only chance for help.
Why would anyone help me?
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
I gotta admit, at least when I first played this game, I was always on that man's bad side. I'm doing a lot better than I did the first time I played this.
And now
course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Hey, don't mind me.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
I don't know. I don't know if I will be. I might get some I may join Maney on DBZ.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole,
that's if
Hugo
you're
Muller
going to
was
be
identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
All right.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Okie dokie.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
You boys ready? Follow me.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
No. Why would it be a clickbait? There, Slag.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Damn. You're bored, dude? That sucks.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in '41.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
That
against
worked.
the law?
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Come on, officer. You gotta give me a proper chance to explain.
I will. I didn't investigate the body.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
You're lying, Jameson. I think you lured this poor woman out here and killed her.
You're crazy. What makes you say I killed her? Live women really aren't my thing.
Shut up. Just shut up. Or you're gonna get it again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Should have went with bad cop.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am. You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going? We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
I'm back. I just want to say good night, Julian. All right. Have a good night, Frank.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? Agreed that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
I don't like you, McCaffrey. You look like someone who's trying too hard, like your whole life is some kind of performance. I think you need to give us something to get us out of your life.
I don't like you either, you pompous, stiff-necked patrician. You think I don't see through you and all the other minions of the ruling class?
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
Equal hipster.
How well do you
What's
know
going on,
James
Matoko?
Tiernan?
I know he works some
I won't
kind
be
of
streaming much
plebeian
longer.
job.
I'm just going to do this case and I'm
Rawlings
stopping for the
bowling
night. But how's it going?
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
All right, thank you, Matoko.
You drive.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I say we bust in there and find
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and
Still
Mal
for
have some
Niore,
concerns over
December
the Henry and
31st,
Waller
and I have
cases,
10 days to my
which
birthday.
I don't want aired outside of this room.
Evidence
Oh, nice,
is solid,
Red.
Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Hey, what are you doing? That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
Hey.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Down the left side of the alley.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
Don't you just love them when they run away? Don't you just love it?
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble. That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Show me your hands! Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Guy runs, detective steals a random vehicle and destroys most of the sidewalk area trying to catch him. Well, that's because I had poor driving.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
Not much help.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Seems irrelevant.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Hey, isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
I love these running scenes. They're really interesting sometimes.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
There he is, officer!
Give it up, LAPD!
Lock him up!
Gotcha. McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Well,
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be the captain. Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellows.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan.
Damn it.
Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. And he had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was it!
Looks like I made a mistake. If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
The way he's acting.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different.
That I do.
As hard as this is for you to contemplate,
What the hell?
I really loved Evelyn.
Well, that went wrong.
She was kind and gentle to me.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
That just went out bad. Oy.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
You ready to answer
Now
some
the DA
questions?
wants my head.
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Doesn't look good, Grosvenor. It's either you or
What the
Tiernan
hell?
from where we're sitting.
You see that? The way
Personally,
he
I
was
think
acting.
Evelyn is better off. But I had nothing to do with it.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Oh, these guys are hard to tell.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Sorry. My mistake.
Oh, this one's gonna be rough.
You're going to need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
God damn it.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. It's your funeral.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan.
Ah, I got none.
Make it stick, detective.
Oh my god, dude.
The party has good lawyers.
Ah.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oh.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Look, I can't even tell. Look at him. Ugh. Let me see.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near
Beerus
death
is my
in
instructor.
Syracuse.
Yes, please.
You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Him.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady and never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch.
Holy crap,
Another
dude.
red to boot.
I did
put this business
terrible
about a
on that,
repeat
but I
offender
still
out of
got
your
him.
mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
What's going on, Curb? I'm about ready to end the stream for the night after this mission's over. Right after this cinematic's over, I'm gonna end the stream.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. His gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone. Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
Is that the end of the game? No. No, not even close.
My orders are to
I'm not even done yet.
Move out!
Join, level up my Majin. Alright, let me get some food first, Manny, and I'll join up with you.
Well done, lads. You did well with the...
Mr. 2000. Yeah, this game is awesome, dude. Welcome to the stream, by the way, but I'm about ready to end the stream, but if you want to see some more of this to the end, make sure you sub to my channel, and I'll definitely do this again probably tomorrow night. But otherwise, guys, make sure you hit that like button and sub if you're new. Anybody that watches this after, please hit that like and sub as well. And I will definitely see you guys when I do this tomorrow night. Alright, guys? And I'll be doing it about maybe 9, 10 o'clock-ish. Alright? Have a good one, guys.